However, you do need to know the difference between the two, okay? Today we're going to be looking at median and altitude, okay? So, as it says here, okay, the median of a triangle is a segment whose endpoints are the vertex and the midpoint on the opposite side. Okay, so if we had to look at it, what a vertex means is it's got to be on one of the points of the triangle. So, there are 3 vertexes on every triangle. If we would label this triangle A, B, C, okay? Here's a vertex, here's a vertex, here's a vertex. What it's saying is, to be a median, it has to be on one of those points, okay? And then it has to go down. Essentially, the line is going this way. It's got to go down, and it's got to hit the midpoint on the other side. What's midpoint mean? The middle, okay? So you could roughly look at this. Now, technically, in geometry, they're like, you can't say what's the middle. If it looks like the middle, it's probably the middle, okay? But these two little, you see these little, those little dashes? That means that those are equal. So from this distance to this distance is equal. And so it's got to start at a vertex and go down to the midpoint. That's a median, okay? And altitude, however, it says is a triangle, and I'm going to draw it on here. I couldn't find a good picture, but it's a triangle. Okay, and we could same thing, A, B, C, and it's still got 3 vertexes. All triangles do, okay? It says the altitude of a triangle is perpendicular segment from a vertex of the triangle to the line containing the opposite side. Now, that sounds like a bunch of
Jibba jabba.
pretty much. Okay, what it's saying is it needs to go down from a vertex, okay, and it's got to go down, and it's got to go, and they kind of look the same, except for all altitudes are going to have a right angle, because when something's perpendicular, like if we think of like streets, you know how streets go like this, like I don't know, like you're going in New Haven and then there's a gas station and it's a stoplight. Those are perpendicular. They meet at exactly one point. You either go straight or you gotta turn. Ain't no nothing in between it. So when we look at this, almost all altitudes are gonna have that 90-degree angle marker, and so that's how you can kind of tell. So we have 3 choices on all of these, and it says median, altitude, or neither. Okay. So let's look at the first one. And there's telltale signs. So if it has something like this, dude, I feel like it's ungodly hot in here. Or is it just me?
It's probably just you.
Bro.
You might have COVID.
I don't know.
I got the Rona. I just got my Rona shot, bro. I'm good.
When'd you get it?
Not the wrong
On Friday.
Dude, you might die in a week.
Huh?
You might die.
I might die in a week.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
If I die,
Dude,
the camera's on, so I'll tell you in a minute.
Don't die, Miss Henning, please.
All right, so there are 2 telltale signs. Okay, look, when you look at medians are usually going to have these tick markers. Okay, altitudes are usually going to have those right angles. And so as long as you can remember that, okay, you should be all right. So if you look at 11, does it have the right angle marker or tick markers? It does, and so we can kind of assume, and you can see that it starts at a vertex and it goes to the opposite side. So this is a median, okay? And I'm just writing M because there's only 3 letters, okay? A median, an altitude, or none. You can write median. I'm not writing the word the whole time.
So you can just put in.
Yeah,
So
sure.
for like 12,
Put my hand.
or-
Bam. Okay, so look at 12. Does it have tick markers?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Okay. What about the little square?
No. I mean, yes.
Yeah. So it has both.
It's not connecting
So
back.
wouldn't it be?
So it's gonna be neither. Okay. It's gonna be neither because it can't have both. Jay, get off the phone. Okay. 13. Does it have the median tick markers? Saying that they're equal?
No.
No. Okay. What about the square to say it's a right angle? Okay, so look, right here we got the square to tell us the right angle. So it's probably an altitude. It starts at a vertex and it goes straight down to make a right angle. This is going to be an altitude. Okay? If you want to write the whole word, write the whole word. Okay, same thing. It says decide a median, altitude, or neither. That's the whole sheet. So does it have tick markers?
Yes.
Yeah, they're right here. See those tick markers? Okay, and then we need to check. Does it start at a vertex?
Yes.
Yeah, and then it goes down to the midpoint. This is going to be a median. Okay, look at, the next one, okay? Does it have tick markers?
No.
No, so it's not gonna be a median. Does it have the square for an altitude?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, okay, and so we have to make sure it starts at a vertex and goes down, okay, and it does, so this has gotta be an altitude.
So about like really since it's not touching like an endpoint or like at the corner, would it be just neither?
Which one?
3?
So,
Because
and,
it is making a altitude, but it's not like touching it.
so it can't technically, I mean, see how like it's off to the side?
Yeah, that's right.
And even if you didn't have the tick markers, like if you looked at this triangle, okay, and technically it's got that right angle symbol, right? Mine looks funky, but it's not at it's not at the peak of the triangle. It's got to be at one of those points, okay?
Alright, it'd be
So 3, does it have a median? The tick markers?
neither.
Yeah, it does. 1, 2. But we also have an altitude there. But is it on the vertex?
No.
No. Okay, it would have to be right here at that A. So it's going to be neither.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, you gotta look real close. Them glasses ain't doing you no good or what?
I know I have the, I know I have the tick marks on the right angle, but I was just trying to make sure about that vertex.
Okay, look at 4. Does it have the tick markers? Does it have the tick markers of the median?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we got them right here. And then is it at a vertex?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's at the vertex and it goes down and it goes down to that midpoint. So this is the median.
Oh, can I trouble you with a question at some point?
Is it about math?
Well, technically, yeah,
talk about it after she's done it.
but I'll wait till you're done then.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine. Okay, look at the next page. Okay, does it have tick markers? No, so we cannot say, even though it kind of looks like maybe it would be in the middle, you can't say that. Those tick markers let us know that it absolutely is in the middle. So it's not a median. Does it have the square for the altitude? The right angle? No, so it's gonna be neither. Okay, look at 6. What does it have?
The right angle.
It has the right angle, so we know it's not a median. Maybe it's an altitude. How can we tell if it's an altitude or not? Huh?
So, the right angle thing?
It does. What's the other way that we could tell if it's an
The
altitude?
vertex and.
It's gotta be at the vertex. Is it at a vertex? Yeah, so this is definitely gonna be an altitude. Okay, look at 7. What does it have?
The right angle.
It's got the right angle, so it might be an altitude. Okay, what do you need to check?
Vertex.
The vertex, is it at the vertex?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it goes here and it goes down and it makes that right angle. So this one's gonna be an altitude. Okay, could that one be a median?
Yeah.
Yes,
No, because
Wait.
it's 3.2 and 3.
Yeah. No, there's a sub down there.
wait, yes? No?
We'll talk in a minute. I got a call.
No? No?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay, so what would it have to be median?
The check marks, but it's also like, it'd have to be equal numbers.
Equal numbers, okay? The tick markers make it equal. So if I got $5 in this pocket, I gotta have $5 in this pocket, okay? Now, if we wanna be technical, this is 3 and 3.2. So could it be a median?
No.
No, because they're not equal. That would have to be 3 and 3 or 3.2, 3.2, okay? Look at 8. What does it have?
Check mark.
It's got the tick markers
The right angle, touching vertexes.
and, then.
hitting a vertex.
Yeah, it's hitting a vertex, okay? So it's got that and it's going down to the midpoint, so this is gonna be a median. Okay, the last 6 are for you guys to do. Get them done, then put your name on your sheet and put it in the period 2 slot. And then